colors on the wind. The unknown is growing, ain't afraid to dive in. Spirit broken is still open. If you need me, let me know. I'll be down where the wild things go. I'm a long, long way from home. Oh, I'm down where the wild
What's this, that little kick out before it fires up? The Mercury way. Okay, so we launched up at Arlington. Hopefully they got the buoys out. When you come out of this little creek, there's a lot of rocks, so definitely follow what the sign says. I don't know if you can see that there, but it says take a hard left. And they're not kidding, there's some big rocks out there, and they don't have the buoys out yet. That's another reason why I love my auto charts. I know exactly which path I took before, so we can stick to that. Okay, so I got my auto chart adjusted, which is, I love this thing for this. Got a nice little water level offset, so we're up 2 feet from last summer. A lot of water came in the last few weeks. Alright, gonna give you the little rundown for the day. So obviously haven't been making a lot of fishing videos lately. I've been out fishing, just haven't had the time or the ambition really. I've just been enjoying the fish, which has been good. So doing a lot of new scouting and stuff in the north end of Last Mountain, and that's exactly what we're doing today. I've never really done the spring fishing deep north, but that's what we're kind of looking at, is we're gonna start at Arlington and work our way north and see what we can find out. I've done a bit of fishing kind of in the bays and stuff, in the kind of the mid lake and the souths and stuff in the spring, and I've done it. I know what's there. Time to try something new. So thanks for joining along in the adventure, and hopefully we can figure something out today. Okay, we got a long ridge line of rock here. It's a big, like, kind of shallow flat and rock line, so we're going to work our way along it, just casting through the rocks and see if we can pull some fish out of there. All right, we got our first fish of the day. Looks like a good eater walleye right there. Got some fight. That's a good one. Get her untangled there. All right, first fish of the day. 21 and a bit. Nice little view there. First one, 21 and a hair. We'll let her go. I don't know if you guys do this, but you should be. Give your net a rinse after you catch a fish, because if there's any disease on it, you don't want to spread it to the next one. Okay, so when I started out, I was fishing right along the rock pile, and then what I did is I just kind of moved off the edge about 50 feet, kind of casting just at the edge and letting it swing back around, and that's where I got that one, was off the edge. So I did switch up my Hook 2, I got a heavier jig head and used the pink. Guessing we got another walleye here. Probably maybe about the same size as the last one, maybe a little bit bigger. Got a decent shadow there. Yeah, maybe about the same size, maybe small. So, well. There. Hey, let's take a look at you. Nice and thick. Pretty close to the same size as the last one. Yep. Aye. Whew. Oh, you're a male. You're a thick male. He's spawning eggs. It's got fertilizer everywhere. There you go. Go milk those eggs. I mean, there you have it. A boat covered in fish semen. Man, we are on fire. Look at this. This one feels a little heavier. Oh yeah. Let the drag work a bit there. Whew. I love when that pops out. It's another bonus to pinching your barbs. You look a little bit longer. Let's take a peek. I'd love to get you on the other side. Roll with this hand for right now. I feel like you're not letting me in there. There we go. That one looks a bit longer. Nice fish. You're just about 23. And they're just such a beautiful, beautiful catch. Well, if there are male fish, that one put out a little bit of semen too when it went down. If they are in here, that means that good chance that the fish were spawning in here. So that's good to know. All right, so I'm using the Mega Live today, but I don't use it like you probably think I would. So I use it to kind of more pinpoint structure as opposed to actual fish. I find you find good structure, you fish it. So many times I'll be pointed right at a spot and you won't see anything on there, like no fish other than the structure, and you just work your way through those spots, and those are usually what help me catch fish. And again, like, I don't know, summer fishing, if I had one tool for like a bonus, I'd take the side imaging, because I can go along, I can see pretty far and see, you know, lips and edges and rocks and weeds and all that, and that kind of gets me dialed in a lot better than the Mega Live. Sure, I see some fish on there and I'll pinpoint and cast at a few fish, but for the most part I'm just using it to find structure that I want to fish, and I just work my way through the structure. So the technique I like for fishing the shallows is like a jig and a plastic, and yeah, you just work your way around and do the little popping off bottom and letting it fall. Usually find it's on that fall or right off bottom when you get those bites. Everybody allows you kind of to work different speeds. Sometimes I like doing a couple quick pops, or one big one, letting it fall. Maybe it fish further away sees it coming in. Sometimes if the bite's finicky, you can just kind of little tiny slow lazy pops off bottom. And jigs are their go-to for me. I love fishing with them. I got that net. Oh, there's a little push button at the end. No.
Sorry. Oh, and just push through.
It should click. There you go.
Want them in?
No, just leave her alone.
Hi, fishy.
There we go. About a 20-incher. Yeah, 19 and a bit. Alright, Irene got a fish. It's alright, just let it. I gotta grab my pliers anyways, yeah.
Got a walleye?
Yeah, it's a decent walleye. Lift up. Okay, just keep it. Can you hold the net right up there? Just don't let it on the ground. I just want to see if I can unclip it here. Is your phone on?
No, it isn't.
Okay, I'm just gonna let it have a drink here. Oh, let's wait you for measure you first there. 22 3/4.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hi, fishy. Bye, fishy.
She's got like a pale look to her. Notice that? Alright, we did a little trolling up in the bays there. I even got one, but I don't know. Seemed like fishing the rock and stuff was a better bet today, so we're gonna do that for a bit now and then take her back. A little bit of weight this one. Be the biggest of the day. Where did you go? That's a good one. Over here, a little more room. There we go. And I guess about 24, 25. 24. Ah, nice. Alright, let's get her back. So that one I saw actually cruising around with the Mega Live. I was swimming next to a little rock. I just kind of pitched down on it. And I thought it was like good and prep for today. You like changed the trailer lights on the boat. The plug was kind of loose, and one of the lights was starting to wear down. Got that all changed. You know, went through my rods, got all my tackle put together. Went to leave this morning. When I rewired the trailer, I put the wrong end on, so I couldn't plug it in my truck, so I had to do that. And then my remote for my trolling motor is dead. Didn't bring the cable for that, nor did I think to charge it. So just when you think you're so prepared, those are like two big things that kind of slowed me down a bit today. But whatever, I've been using the remote for the trolling motor off the Humminbird. I got them networked or whatever. It kind of sucks, but it does work, but it's just annoying to use. Not quite as quick. But yeah, gonna get it fishing and see if we can't get another one or two before the evening ends. All right, kind of worked down by Big Arm, got one fish there. It was pretty slow. I don't know, the wind kind of died down too and it turned right off. So one thing I did notice is the water temperature is quite a bit colder down there. So, and it seemed a lot more active, a bit more north of that. So gonna wind pick back up, so we're gonna work some stuff back up north here again. Well, I tried. Couldn't get that one last one. It's getting windy and I'm sunburnt and windburnt, and I think I'm good. Had a good day. Caught a few good ones. Nothing huge, but no small ones either, so that was good. Might try and troll along shore on the way back for a pike or something. I don't know, we'll see. I guess if we tune back in, then you know we caught another fish. Anyways, thanks for watching.